Pilates breathing. The first principle of the Pilates is breath. Breath is critical to our overall health, our brain function, and our circulation. Breath connects our body to our mind, that when we're breathing and moving, it's a way of our brain telling our body that we are an active participant in this work. Breath and movement connected together also creates the flow that you see and feel when you're doing your Pilates work. It supports creating an awareness of your body, its position, and how to control movement. Effective breathing improves circulation, blood flow, oxygen delivery, and brain health. Our brain uses 25% of all available glucose and oxygen. So if we aren't breathing efficiently, then the brain will take what it needs, leaving the rest to its organs and the muscles, which means that there may be a lack of oxygen and blood flow to the rest of the body. A good breath strengthens our diaphragm, and that also helps to improve our visceral or our organ mobilization and activates our pelvic floor. So when we inhale, the upper core activates down, pressing the organs down, and when we exhale, the deeper core muscles contract, pushing the organs and the diaphragm up and the air out. So while we're getting this pump, this breathing pumping mechanism going, the organs are also getting a wonderful massage and circulation. When we breathe effectively, it decreases our stress levels by stimulating our hormones, and it helps to stimulate something called our vagus nerve, which is the largest, most powerful nerve in our body. And when the vagus nerve is stimulated, it helps everything that is healing and restorative in our body, like rest and digest. It helps reduce anxiety. It helps increase levels of well-being and calm. Our lymphatic system, which is responsible for reducing inflammation by moving fluids through the body and taking the toxins to our liver for release, needs movement and breath. The toxins are released from our breath through the CO2. Our lymphatic system is one of the most important systems to our life, our immune system, and decreasing and preventing inflammation, and they require breath. So the other little tidbit is that exhalation also helps stimulate weight loss because the fat can only be burned in the presence of oxygen. The act of inhaling and exhaling pumps the organs, keeping them healthy and flow of fluids. So we're going to go through some breathing exercises that you would learn in your Pilates session. So I invite you to lie down on a mat, or you can sit in a chair, although we're going to provide a little bit of movement and follow along with me. So you're going to lie on your back or just sit forward in your chair, and you'll place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Just relax your shoulders and settle in. If you need a little pillow under your head, just push pause and go get a pillow. And I'm going to have you focus first on the inhale. So when we inhale, the diaphragm contracts, allowing your lungs to expand and fill with air. And your lungs sit right in the lateral and back of your rib cage. So when you focus on a slightly longer than normal inhale, I'd like you to feel your abdomen and your chest just rise in equal timing. So here we go. Breathing in. And exhale. Inhaling through your nose. And exhale. So the first thing to notice, continue with your inhale, is if your chest is rising before your belly, they can rise ideally in either equal timing, or even better, your belly rises before your chest, and then as you exhale, your chest falls, and then your belly falls. Let's practice that 2 more times. Inhale, sending the breath right down to the base of your pelvis. And exhale. Inhale, feel your belly rise, and then your chest rise. Now place your hands on your lateral ribs. And when we're doing Pilates, we talk about a lateral ribcage breath, because often when we're moving, whether we're inhaling or exhaling, there's some force, there's some load. So we actually need to keep some sense of stability in the deep-rooted core mechanism so that when we do what's called a lateral ribcage breath, rather than the belly rising, what we're actually doing is sending the breath into our ribs and our back. So as you now focus on your inhale, send your breath into your lateral ribs and see if you can fill your hands up with the rib cage. And then as you exhale, just let your hands follow the natural movement of the exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. So there's less rise and fall of the belly and chest and more expansion of the rib cage. And we'll just do that 2 more times. And exhale. Good. And really just breathing and cueing into the expansion of your ribs. And exhale. So the inhale creates expansion. It brings in oxygen, which helps to promote circulation and blood flow through the body. The exhale helps to activate the deep-rooted core mechanism, which is what brings stability into your body. And in order for us to move smoothly or have flow and control, pain-free movement, we need to have stability. So the exhale is important to bringing stability, in this case, into your pelvis. So we're going to use a little bit of sound to help activate that deep-rooted core mechanism. And we're going to make a shh. Because what happens when we make sound is it actually sends a vibration through the body, and that vibration helps to cue the activation. So placing your hands on your lower belly, and again, you're just lying comfortably in them on the floor. When you exhale and make that sound, I'd like you just to allow your hands to follow the natural inward activation. So you'll notice your belly pulling in or your tummy flattening and widening. Don't try anything, just notice. So inhale, think the lateral ribcage breath, and exhale. And the more forcefully you exhale, the deeper activation. So what you're looking to feel is the abdominals drawing in and up under your hands. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll do it one more time with the sound. And now this time we'll have you do the exhale again and see if you can get that same action of the belly drawing up and in, but without using the sound. So go ahead, inhale and exhale. Good. So now keeping your hand on your pelvis, fingers on your pubic bone, we're going to just pause, take a breath in. And this time as you exhale, you're going to do what we call a tuck. And then as you inhale, you tilt your pelvis. So I'm going to get my hands out of the way so that you can see the fairly discrete movement of my pelvis. Now what we want to do is use that activation of the deep-rooted core as your belly button relaxes downward or inward towards your spine to help draw the movement of your pelvis. And then as you inhale, you simply untuck or release. So take a breath in and exhale. You'll just notice how your low back releases to the mat. And then inhale as you untuck. You just again let the pelvis relax and the weight of your pelvis lands on the mat. Again, inhale and exhale, tuck. And inhale, untuck. Now place your hands on your rib cage, and as you continue with your breath, exhale, tuck, and inhale, tilt. What you want to feel is the rib cage being still. So your pelvis is moving independent of your ribs, and we're simply using our breath to help generate the movement of your pelvis. Exhale, rib cage staying heavy, and inhale to tilt. We'll do one more. Exhale, Feel your belly drawing gently towards your spine, and inhale to tuck. So now we're going to take your arms straight up to the ceiling, and we're going to focus on scapular movement with core activation in your breath. So you inhale, shoulder blades reach off the mat, and exhale, gently let your shoulder blades touch down. Inhale, this helps to support that lateral ribcage breath. So as you reach your fingertips to the ceiling and draw your shoulder blades off the mat, it gives you a little more space that you can breathe into your back. And then you exhale, touch down. Inhale. Again, ribs stay nice and heavy. Exhale one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now keep your shoulder blades on the mat, but open your arms to the side and keep your knees and ankles together. The inhale, you're going to rock your knees to one side. They're just going to go enough that you can feel a little bit of motion through the ribs, but keeping your opposite shoulder down. And then as you exhale, activate your abdominals to draw yourself back to center. Then you go the other way. Inhale. Focus your breath now into this lateral rib cage. And exhale, belly to spine to bring your legs back. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, engage your abdominals to bring you back. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now bringing your hands back to your pelvis and just drop in and get a sense of what parts of your body are on the mat. Here, when we're lying in what we call a neutral spine, we're embracing the natural curves of the spine. You want to feel your shoulder blades, your ribs, and your pelvis on the mat, but there's a little space under the low back, and it would be a natural, comfortable space. So we're not trying to arch our back or push the back down. You're simply just lying comfortably on the mat. Now we're going to work on stability while you pick a foot up. So what we want to feel as you exhale is that activation of the abdominals. And then once you feel that, you simply de-weight your foot. And then inhale, place your foot back down. Inhale, feel the ribs expand. And exhale, feel your belly draw down under your fingertips and then de-weight your foot. What we're looking for is stability or stillness in your pelvis. Inhale, exhale. Feel the stability first, and then your foot de-weights. We say stabilize before you mobilize. Stability always comes before the mobility. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the response of your abdominals. Then you de-weight the leg. Inhale. Place your foot down. And exhale. Stabilize. And then you move. I call it blow and go. So what happens is your exhale arrives to the party first. Your abdominals respond by drawing in, and then you're ready for the foot to lift. Blow and go. Good. Now we're going to lift this foot higher up, keeping your hands on your abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. Feel your abdominals compress as your leg comes up. Now check that you still have that space under your back. One of the common errors is that when we go to lift the leg, either the stomach pops up or you push the back down and tighten your body. That's called bracing. The core stability is as you exhale, is very subtle, where you draw your belly to spine, nothing changes, neck is relaxed, and then your leg comes up. Inhale, tap your toe down, but keep your belly pulled in. That's where that lateral ribcage breath comes in. Exhale, feel the connection, belly to spine. Inhale, I'm reaching from my hip. Notice the shape of my leg is staying the same. So I visualize maybe a little barrel or ball behind my thigh, and I'm reaching over. And then exhale, belly to spine. Inhale, reach away. There's that lateral ribcage breath. Exhale, belly to spine. Inhale, we're going to switch sides. Place that foot down. Does your pelvis stay still? Exhale. The leg comes up. Inhale, tap the toe down. And as you exhale, check, are you soft and relaxed through the upper body? Now exhale, draw your abdominals up and in. Inhale, your toe taps. As you exhale, let go of any tension that doesn't serve you. Feel the pulling in of your belly, and then your leg comes up. Blow and go. Inhale, tap. Exhale, think shoulders down, abdominals in. Inhale, tap. Exhale. Now hold this leg here. Now, if you catch your belly popping out, which is what we call pooching or loafing, I want you to keep practicing the first couple of exercises before you move on to the next one. We want to practice with correct form. The next progression, which is going to add challenge, is as you exhale, you want to draw your belly to your spine and tap. Little breath, exhale, and so it's a little bit of a quicker inhale, powerful exhale. And what you want to feel as you exhale, that you're staying relaxed through the neck and shoulders, drawing your belly to spine. 2 more. Place one foot down and the other foot down. Good. So if you caught your stomach popping up or you caught your neck tensing, you want to definitely practice the first few exercises before you add the progression. We're going to do one more movement to help you practice your Pilates breathing. This will be just a simple little lift. So again, I'm going to take my arms out of the way. What I want you to notice is that as I'm lying on the back, my ribs and my pelvis are basically level with each other. When we do the bridge, you're simply hovering your pelvis and lower ribs off the mat. And if you can see, my ribs and my pelvis are still level, and I still have the crease in my hip joint. Different than a tuck, yeah? So, pelvis is down. Feet are planted, heels close to your seat so you can feel your full footprint. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to press your hands into the mat. Feel that tightening of the tummy and just hover the pelvis. So we're practicing lifting the ribs and pelvis, i.e. your spine in neutral, using that core activation. Your glutes are relaxed, your arms are pressing, palms pressing gently into the floor to help with the exhale to get that recruitment. Lower your pelvis, and if you're in neutral, your ribs and your pelvis will land in equal timing. Inhale. Exhale, press into your palms. Feel that activation. It's a flattening and widening, and hover your pelvis. Inhale, place your pelvis down. And now remember, exhale, blow and palms and tummy together. Hover. That's your go. One more time. Inhale, lower. Blow and palms and abdomen, then we lift. Now, place your hands on your pelvis, and we want to keep your pelvis level. In other words, if there is a marble sitting in the middle of your pelvis, you don't want that marble to roll from one side to the other. Again, feel your footprint, feel your big toe pad, your baby toe ball, and your heel pad. Take a breath in, and we want your pelvis to stay centered. So now we have to exhale and stabilize by pulling in, flattening and widening, but you're going to push down into your right foot and lift your left foot off the floor. Did you stay still? Inhale, place your foot down, hold that hover. Now practice your exhale, stabilize, feel the connection, push into your left foot, hover your right foot. Did you stay still? If you're stabilizing before you mobilize, the idea is your pelvis doesn't move. Inhale, place your foot down. Feel as you exhale that flattening and widening. Step into your right foot. That's your stability, your foot to core. And then the foot hovers. Inhale, exhale. Get that connection, lift your foot off. Good job. Place your foot down, bring your pelvis down, give your legs a little hug, and circle your ankles. Awesome. So roll onto your side, bring yourself up to a seated position. So that's your introduction to your Pilates breath. Your instructor would be teaching you how to do this Pilates breathing in your Jumpstart program. If you have any questions, just bring it up with your teacher. But in the meantime, keep replaying this video until you start to find that natural flow of blow and go. So the exhale allows you to let go of tension that doesn't serve you. It also helps you to get that activation of the deep-rooted core mechanism so that when you move, you have stability. Send us any questions you have. Practice, practice, practice. It will come into your body and it will start to feel natural and it will start to feel very, very good when you move. Thanks for watching.